Happy Halloween season.
Yeah, happy Halloweeny.
This is that time of year when we like to get all witchy, get our werewolf on, right?
Exactly.
Party and have a good time. Lots of candy.
I'm supposed to be a gypsy fortune teller.
Yes, the Madame Fortune Teller.
And Chrissy's supposed to be.
This is from one of my favorite past lives. Up in the Highlands.
Wait, let me guess.
Yeah. See, she's good. So, Vera, you want to tell them what we're going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about earthbounds and ghosts.
Ghosts.
And how not to be afraid. And if do you want to start by telling them the TV show that you watched?
Yes. I got hooked on this hauntings investigator show. And they actually had 2 mediums in it. Mm-hmm. And I thought they were great. The one thing I kept finding myself wanting, however, is not only more information about the ghosts' past lives, because they were kind of like picking up on why these people, ghosts or entities, were still earthbound and still there, was because of how they died in their past life. Mm-hmm. So I was finding myself wanting more information about their past lives because I am spoiled, because Vera, that's her expertise. And also I was missing, I missed them not having the spiritual element,
and having them go to the light.
Exactly.
You know, they just leave them there.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. I get frustrated with those shows. I really do, because it's all about spooky and scary and, you know, oh, they scratched me. Oh, they shoved me down the stairs. Yeah. I don't know if it's the one that you saw, but there's some that I've seen that they have scratch marks on their back and all that stuff.
Right.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I know, because it's like so much of the fear and everything, but when really...
Because they're putting that on themselves because they are so afraid. That's how powerful your mind is. Mm-hmm. You know,
but you know what's really fascinating that Vera and I have learned about ghosts, and I'm sure some of you know about this too, is they are simply entities, just like all of us, that something was going on when they died, and they're confused that they're dead. And here's a fascinating story. Our very own Vera was, in fact, an earthbound. Yeah. An earthbound entity. So, Vera, you want to tell them about that?
Sure. I was in a past life. It was a Native American life. And I was with, I call him, I'm not to offend anyone, but Indian Joe. And I could tell that story later, but I call him that now. Back then, I don't know what I called him. But anyway, I was there with him and my family. And, of course, it was a massacre kind of thing. You know, everybody was getting killed, and he was away with the other warriors trying to keep us safe, but it was kind of like they got tricked kind of thing. So when they came back, we were gone, and my grandson was with me, but I don't know where he was, because he was able to...
But in that life, you teach your grandson in this life?
Oh, he was my son in that past life. He's my grandson in this lifetime. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I was so petrified, and I was so scared, and I wanted to find him, you know, so bad, to protect him, because I didn't know I was dead.
See?
That's why I kept going and walking around trying to find him.
Fascinating?
Yeah. And then whenever I did find him, I was like, I freaked out. Oh. Yeah, and then Indian Joe came for me. So he had been killed too. So I mean, I wasn't there long, but you know, he was able to bring me with my grandson at this lifetime back to the other side.
That is amazing. Yeah. So Indian Joe, after he died, he came back from the other side to come and get you. Mm-hmm. From this earth plane. Right. Isn't that interesting?
And our son,
See, that is so fascinating.
Yeah. Well, actually, he was with him. He wasn't earthbound.
I just find that fascinating because it's showing me and everybody out there there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
I mean, some ghosts might be more ornery than the next, you know, or grumpy or whatever it is about the situation that just happened, but you were just in grief.
Yeah. And searching. And, you know, and the power that we have is so much stronger than the negative energy that's out. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just having to control that. So it's not a scary thing. I mean, it is whenever it happens, you know, whenever you see a ghost and stuff, but still, they're not there to hurt you or harm you or anything like that. Yeah.
Did you want to tell them about the ghost that you picked up on in the home of your
my
nephew?
sister-in-law and my nephew and my niece and my brother-in-law, they had a ghost. They called him Charlie. And what's interesting is his name was Charlie.
In a past life.
They picked it up.
Wow.
So
are you serious?
you guys can pick things up.
You're intuitive.
You have to just believe what you're getting, you know?
Yes.
So yeah, he was a miner in the gold rush days, and he had gotten a gold, I guess he found a whole bunch of gold, and so he was killed by the other miners because they wanted it.
Oh.
And they blamed the Native Americans, that they said that they killed Charlie. So Charlie was really protective about the area where he was, and you know, because he was still guarding his gold. You know, kind of thing. Yeah, and then my nephew actually stayed in that room, and he was he was Native American in that life too, and he was best friends with Charlie.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I just got that. Robin, isn't that cool?
That is fascinating.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I mean, here he is in this life, and that's just amazing how he found him. And the land is the same land.
The land is the same where he was prospecting, I guess.
Is Charlie still an earthbound entity, or
no? He went to the light.
Oh,
we
really?
got him to go to the light. Yeah.
So you told him to go to the light.
Yeah. Well, at first he didn't go. It took a couple, and I showed Robin and Emily how to do it. So they did the blessing of the house in the room, and they kept telling him to go to the light, and he did. It took him, I think, 2 more times.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a total of 3 times because I did the first one.
That is so awesome. See, isn't that amazing? You helped him to be able to go to the other side, to go home.
Yeah.
Oh, that's touching.
Yeah.
See, it's not even scary anymore.
Yeah, and he wasn't there. He wasn't trying to hurt them or scare them. It's like he was protecting his gold.
Yeah. That is awesome. Vera, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
You know, and if people, if they can talk to you through an insight session. And if not, to be able to pick up on...
You can pick up stuff on your own and just trust that the information that you're getting is right. You know, there's a reason why you name your pet a name, Yeah. There's a reason why you name your children their names.
Or your ghost, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah,
just teasing.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
But, ask in dream time, ask in meditations, and if all else fails...
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and happy
Halloween.
Bye.